We have a program for business owners called Tax GPS Plus, and that's focused on year-round tax planning and tax savings for your business. Now, as a business owner, you have lots and lots of opportunities, but we found that a lot of people aren't taking advantage of those simply because they've got what we call rear view mirror planning. And rear view mirror tax planning really leaves a lot to be desired. There is no planning. You're looking after the fact, you look back to see what happened, and you have maybe some accountant in the back office telling you what happened there in the previous year. So we put together the Tax GPS Plus system for businesses to be the alternative to that. So with this program, we'll work with you year-round. We have quarterly tax planning, so you always know what's going on in your business and ultimately with your taxes. It's comprehensive. We start by looking at your owner compensation and how you're paid. And are you being paid the right way? Do you have the right entity set up to make sure that you're maximizing your after-tax earnings, especially with the new tax law that just came out last year? There are a lot of opportunities to make sure that you're able to save taxes. We also look at your retirement plan. Do you have the right retirement plan? Are you putting enough into your retirement plan? We take a comprehensive look at that. Out of all the different possibilities, and people think of things like a 401k, and that's one option, but there are several others, and there's several different types of 401ks to see what makes the most sense for you. We also take a look to see how are you handling some other kind of semi-fringe benefits. Things like insurance coverage for you and your family, life insurance, disability insurance. Also things we look at would be things like how are you handling your automobile? Are you doing that in the most tax advantageous way? Because we want to see, are there any legitimate things that you can have the business pay for to take as a write-off so you don't have to pay tax on them? So we spend a lot of time looking at that. We also look at some other areas of the business that many accountants don't consider, things like property taxes, to make sure that you're not paying more than you have to there on your business property. We also take a look at some things that are kind of boring, but things like depreciation. There are ways to really save a ton of taxes right now when you do things like buy a building for your business. You have to have some specialized knowledge to be able to know how to do things like a cost segregation study, whereby we just did one of those for a client who bought a building this past year, and they wrote off 1/3 of the cost of that building in the first year. Now you realize typically that building has to be written off over 40 years. So that was a huge home run. Also look at things like tax credits. There's a fantastic expansion of the R&D tax credit, research and development tax credit recently. We just helped one of our clients get back about $98,000 of tax credits. That's cash money. That's not deductions. That's almost $100,000 of additional cash into that business owner's pocket, simply because we knew how to apply the tax law in this specific situation. And as we go throughout the year, we'll get closer and closer on our tax planning through what we call TSR, the Tax Status Report. So you'll be getting that status report at least 4 times throughout the year to see where you're going and to see what kind of changes you want to make your taxes be as low as possible. At the Plack Group, we know taxes are high, but we want to figure out how we can harness the tax law to put more money back in your pocket.